We got to mute everybody. Mute all. All right, Crystal.
Okay, I'm just sharing it on Facebook.
Okay, guys, welcome. Welcome to the, oh, you can't see my shirt yet. Well, I got a story to tell you. Welcome to the ER Shred Come Alive call. My name is Sean Escobar, and this is my beautiful wife, Crystal.
There, shared on Facebook.
And Crystal has allowed me to have my shredder toys, which I just think are the coolest thing ever. Thank you for that, Crystal. And I'm going to let Crystal introduce people as they share their testimonials. But actually, I better introduce one of them because I know his story.
Okay.
But first and foremost, did you guys know that Jesse and I, ER Shred is going worldwide?
It's going viral.
Yeah. And it even made it to the North Pole. And Jesse was able to get Santa Claus on the ER Shred. And Santa doesn't look like that anymore. In fact, he transformed Santa Claus, and Santa sent Jesse and I both these shirts. Jesse, you there?
I'm here, buddy. Okay,
show him what happened to Santa Claus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa, amazing.
Santa's been shredded, baby.
He's shredded.
Santa, we're gonna take these off because Jesse, you're gonna have to take it off because these are like really hot. So
it's so hot.
I'm gonna
show it again. I didn't get my screenshot.
Take it off.
Do it again.
But I'm gonna go over here and take this off. Crystal, just welcome everybody, and we should start with her.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta share the disclaimer. That's important. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
ER Shred is not intended to cure or treat or prevent any kind of disease or illness. If you're under the care of a medical doctor, then please consult with your doctor before you make any dietary changes or, embark on any kind of a protocol. And also, results may vary. It's important that we share that so that we're in compliance and do the right thing. This is really it's an ethical thing that we're doing here, and we're not trying to play any tricks. We don't make any outlandish claims or anything like that.
All right, welcome to our weekly ER Shred Come Alive call. We're so excited to have all of you here. We're getting close to the holidays. We're all excited to start the ER Shred together again, January, what was it, 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so tonight we're just gonna take a minute to have some people share some of their results, some of the recent ER Shredders, and then we're gonna turn the time over to Jesse Jamnick to explain more of the whole concept and why this is so effective for overall health and weight loss and lots of things. So we're going to start with Katie Alexandra. If you want to come on and share your story, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Okay, so like I said, my name's Katie. I live in Toms River, New Jersey. And so I just wanted to rewind to this summer because I'm a teacher. So we stopped teaching in March, and I know a lot of people struggled like hardcore with that, and the summer coming up and everything with COVID. And when I took that upon myself, and I really went to work on myself. I got my discipline to a 10 out of 10. I was doing so well. And I was it was so much exercise, stress on my body. I was just going with the flow, and I was feeling so healthy. Okay, so that was the beginning of summer, March into the beginning of summer. And then around September, we found out that my aunt was getting very sick. So, and I never want to place blame anywhere else, but, on me. But that's, obviously a stressful situation. And I'm Italian, so all my family would get together, and we'd just eat our feelings. I would try, and I was still obviously incorporating the shakes. I've been doing Isagenix for 5 years. But I just definitely lost this in my head over the summer. So I knew that I needed a jump start, for real. And so when I saw Dr. Glenn's results, actually, I was like, okay, that's it. I got to go. I got to do it. So me and my fiance, the two of us, and she's such a good cook. So I was like, I have nothing to worry about here. She's going to cook for me, and I'm going to eat good, and everything's going to be great because I don't have to think about food. And not that it's difficult. It's so easy to eat on the ER Shred, but I really had nothing to worry about. And it was so easy. We started with a group, and day 1 and 2, I go to the gym, and the first couple of days were a little bit difficult, but that was just me getting all the toxins out. And then I started to like really feel good in the gym. Like I wasn't even using pre-workout because, you know, I just didn't use it on the ER shred. And I was like, wow, I felt so good. Like I could keep going after the workout. I have a co-teacher. So when we would be teaching like virtually together, he asked me one day, he was like, have you been going to the spa? And I was like, why would you, like, what is that? I don't even understand what that means. And he's like, your skin, like you just look like you're glowing. You look so healthy. And I was like, wow, like that was so nice of you to say, like, thanks. And I really felt like it was showing, you know, from the inside out. I took some notes because there was just so much that changed in the 11 days. It was crazy. My pants were fitting better. I was feeling myself again because, like I said, like I had lost that discipline, and I was able to get back up and go to the gym early in the morning before teaching, and like, you know, do all the things that I wanted to do. And I was feeling really good about it. Cleanse days were much easier, and my cravings, I'm just such a snacker, and my cravings were like gone for the 11 days. I didn't have to reach for and my fiance, she's a baker, so I didn't have to like, I need something sweet after I eat or whatever. And if I did, I was so looking forward to the shakes at the end of the day. Like a nice warm incubated shake sealed my day perfectly. So I had everything I needed, and it was awesome, and I cannot wait to do another shred. So that's all I got.
I love that, Katie. Thank you. I love the whole like helping us to not snack so much. Like that has been such a great thing. Thank you, Katie. Who's
Katie,
next?
that's awesome. Katie, did you mention, did you measure or weigh?
Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't measure. I don't know why. I know I lost a lot of inches, but I lost close to 10 pounds in the 11 days.
Oh,
right.
yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Hey, real quick, guys, thank you, Katie, so much. And thanks for volunteering to share, and for going first, and for being a teacher. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you. And everyone, if you're willing to share, then we have another one that had volunteered, but if you're willing to share, if you haven't ever shared, then we would give you priority. And then if those people, if there's nobody else that would like to share for the first time, then we'll go ahead and have some repeat people. But if you are willing, please go ahead and just write in the chat that you'd love to share how you've done. 2 to 3 minutes, just like Katie did, just perfect. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
So that one was, and hold tight, Mel, because we may have time tonight, but that was, Crystal's eyes are not as good as mine. So I'll go ahead and say Ingrid Otteson. I hope I said that right.
Yes. Hey, thank you very much. Ingrid Otteson. And I don't report directly, hey, to Lenny, but he has his morning calls, his fabulous calls for the last 15 years, and I'm part of that, and so grateful for the whole Isagenix family. I've been on Isagenix for the last 5 years, love it, just, you know, like everybody else. And I was always afraid of doing the 2-day cleanse. And so anyway, to make it short and sweet, what I lost in 1 week, what took me a month the very first time I did Isagenix. And I was highly stoked the first 6 months when I lost 24 pounds. And so then, so I lost 7.5 pounds, but I felt great. I had tried this in November, the ER shred, and I didn't follow it exactly, because I guess I just wasn't in the know. I didn't know how important, but it really was. I only lost 5 pounds, but I was happy to lose it, and I gained it all back. But this time is completely different. I followed it to the T. After, you know, the 5th day, what does Letty say? Day 5, come alive, and I did. I had so much energy. It was awesome. And we did it with 5 or 6 people on our team, and we lost a total of 55 pounds. Some people lost 15 pounds each. One gal only expected to lose 2-3 pounds. She's lost 6, so she's super happy. We're all feeling great and phenomenal. I lost 7 inches, and the best part is I had not been able to break a barrier of like 118, 117, and I got down to 113. I mean, I don't even remember being at 113. I think it was pre-puberty. But I feel good. I'm not too thin. I'm just, you know, I'm feeling skinny. And I, like Lenny said, to put your skinny jeans on, and I did, and they're loose. Oh my God, it's so great. I love it. So I'm going to do another one in January and getting a group together to do this. And just have great testimonials about it. So thank you, you guys who are doing this and supporting all of us and giving us this knowledge. It's fabulous because I have not been able to break barriers for years, and now I know. It's fabulous. And who said it? Somebody said it's like having gold in our hands, and it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Ingrid.
I do love the support, and I love that, Lenny, that you provide that for everyone, those calls. So I love the support that our ER Shredders group has been so amazing for people who are coming in and having questions and just wanting to see pictures and, pictures of their meals. Like, that's all so fun. I love the group.
Lenny's a life toucher. Lenny's helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kevin.
Kevin, where are you and what is your last name and where are you calling from? You know how to unmute?
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
I'm calling you from Hartford, Connecticut. We're just getting started on a nor'easter storm here. The streets are just starting to cover. So it'll be about 15 inches by tomorrow.
Whoa.
So I just started my first shred on Monday. I've been in Isagenix for 5 years. I come in under Dave MacArthur, who comes in under, is under Lenny. So, let's see, I'm having a great time with it. Lost 3 pounds. 3 pounds, 3 days, kind of great. I've been on Isagenix for about 4 or 5 years now. It's worked okay. I'm 77. I have a real estate practice, and I stay pretty active in my life, although I took a fall while mowing about in mid-October and ended up in physical therapy, but I'm coming back, and my Isagenix is very strong. I'm very excited about this. I mean, I heard about it really only through Amy Sauter, who you might know, Dick Sauter, Dick's 90. You might hear his name. I actually am under Dick. I actually moved to get under Dick because Dick is a really inspirational guy. And so anyway, long story short, I'm very excited about it. I'm also planning to live to be at least 100. So this is important.
I love your goal. That's a great goal, Kevin.
Kevin, you know what? Your voice, you sound vibrant. You sound well, and so when you said you were 77, I was taken back because you sound like you're about 30. You sound really healthy and well. So I'm sure your story is going to be really exciting as it unfolds.
Yes,
it will be. You're not the first to say that. A few realtors, clients of mine who I used to do a lot of work on relocation, and I'd pick them up at the airport and they'd be shocked to meet me. I said, "Oh, you were expecting my son."
All right, thank you, Kevin. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yes,
we'll see you
Kevin.
soon.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, Olivier, we'd love to hear from you.
Hey guys, Olivier Erg, all the way from New Jersey, and yes, we have a little bit of snow up here. Not like Dr. Glenn.
You got that beautiful lodge. You can stay warm in, no problem.
No, it's a beautiful fireplace. Good stuff. Well, what I want to share with you guys is I know Isagenix. I know the company for 11 years now, but I never felt this way. Like I'm just halfway there. I'm like on the 6th day in, I'm like 9.9 pounds down and like over 6 inches. I'm just so glad, Sean and Crystal, you guys put that together because I'm 54, 60 pounds overweight, and it's time for me just to get back in this. And just by following to the T, the simplicity of the ER shred has just been mind-blowing. Energy is back in there. It's like I'm way more focused. And you guys know how much I need it because I get a lot of work with all of you guys. And it's just been fantastic. So I just want to give you a big shout out to both of you, Sean and Crystal. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Olivier. You have been dedicating so much time to so many of us, and we're so grateful for you. So thank you for all of what you're doing to contribute and to help and support so many people, because I know you are spending hours and hours every single day with all of us.
If not all day.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh man, we love you, Olivia.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
We really do love you. Okay, we've got, we're going to get an update from Mel. So Mel was one of our very first ER shredders. She's going to take 2 or 3 minutes and just share the latest and greatest for her and how far along she is in the lifestyle, because this isn't just an 11-day protocol. Really, it's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. And I've adopted the lifestyle, and I'm so happy that I have. What I've really noticed, well, let me tell you, my results for the first shred were 14 pounds and 18 inches. I've now lost a total of 21 pounds, which I didn't expect I just dropped from 119 to 113 without realizing it. But I'm not looking skinny. I'm looking just healthy and lean. You know, I don't have big muscles, but I'm cut. And I can see the definition in my arms, my upper arms, my back especially. And so, but what I just want to communicate, aside from the initial coming alive, which was incredible for me, I now really feel like I have complete control. I have power over how I'm going to feel simply by what I put in my body, what I choose or don't choose to eat. And yes, I have tried a few things and varied a few things, but each time I do, within 30 to 40 minutes, I'm either gurgling, and I know, I'm like, okay, step back, go back to the lifestyle. Because I posted a fabulous breakfast I had that was salmon and scrambled eggs, but I feel like the eggs were probably dirty because within the hour after I posted my wonderful breakfast, within the hour, I had a tummy ache. So I have to now decide that what I'm going to choose for myself is to be in full control of what goes in my body. Eating out is not that important to me. It's really about simply making sure that whatever I'm putting in for my energy and for my nutrition, it has to be the right nutrition. It has to be clean, and it has to be what I need. Not what I want so much, but what I need. And the other things that I've continued to have is the flat tummy, no bulge below my ribs. I have, my energy level is consistently high. I wake up bright and energetic. My psychological change, I'm more confident, optimistic, dedicated to what I'm doing. I have, I've become an inspiration to the people around me, even though nobody wants to shred with me. But I just spent the weekend with a lady who took my first Isagenix before pictures. And she even reached up and touched my hair and said, oh my gosh, your hair is soft, your skin, what are you doing? So she's going to join us on January 4th. And I just really want to say community is everything to me. And let me see Carrie, I love you, Carrie. I love watching your posts. And Sonia Chan, I'm really enjoying getting to know everybody. Y'all are so awesome. So thank you, Sean and Crystal. Thank you, everybody.
Mel, thank you. And I love that you guys are all connecting and becoming friends online. Like, we're connecting and having this community because of this. Like, how awesome is that? I'm so glad.
And Heather comments on my post. I just like everybody. Thank you. I'll just be quiet now. It's hard, but I will.
Yes. Mel, that's so awesome to hear an update of how you're doing now. Wow. You continue to see more results. That's so fun.
That's pretty awesome. Mel, Jesse said, Mel, yes, you are in control. Warrior, shredder, princess right there, people.
Yes.
All right.
First I was a poster child, then I was a warrior. Now I'm a princess. Moving up.
Princess, yes. Okay, Carrie. Now Carrie.
Hey guys.
Hi, Carrie.
Thank you.
First, wait.
Mimi,
you look like you're glowing. Like, whoa. Wow, you look amazing.
I am. I truly am. Mimi, thank you so much. I love you to death. So I've been here going
Carrie,
on.
I gotta say real quick.
October 2nd.
Carrie, you look about 15 years younger.
You look awesome.
We're related.
I had
Carrie's part of our family,
yes.
so.
I had somebody, actually a patient today, that said, you are 52 years old. And I'm like, yeah, I have 9 grandbabies. And they're like, no, you're like 25. And I'm like, oh my hell. Oh, excuse me. But I've been doing this since October 2nd, and I have lost, I haven't posted yet because I'm still kind of in shock. So since October 2nd, I've lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
And
My gosh.
I'm going to try really hard not to get emotional because
Let it fly,
Mhm.
Carrie. We're here.
my mother-in-law gave me a bunch of clothes 6 months ago, and I couldn't even fit them up past my knees. And they are size 14s. I've gone from a 24 to a size 12 because the 14s, I put them on yesterday and they came off as I was walking down the hall.
Oh,
And that right there, and as you can see, my skin is just glowing. I feel amazing. I've got, and I love shopping. Oh my gosh, I love shopping. You know, to go into a store and be able to walk past the plus sizes into the ladies section is incredible to me. My husband bought me my very first leather jacket. I've never been able to have a leather jacket because of the way they make them. And I got an extra large leather jacket, and it was just incredible how I feel. But, you know, when it comes to snacking, I work in a clinic and we get drug reps in there all the time with bringing treats. Every day we get treats, cookies, candy, everything. And they think I'm crazy because I will take a crumble cookie any day, sit it on my desk and smell it all day because they smell so good, but I never eat it. And to me, it just proves that I am determined to reach my goal. And with the ER shred, I have never felt better. And it is so simple. You know, I keep wanting to say, you know, the is it an acronym, the KISS acronym? Keep it simple, stupid. But instead with ER shred, it's keep it simple, sexy, because
yes,
that's where I'm headed.
Oh my
But
god.
thank you guys. I love you guys.
Oh,
and
thank you, Carrie. That is amazing to hear.
And the group is amazing.
I love that you and Mel have connected. And it's so funny that you say that about the cookie and just being able to smell it. Sean and I were just talking about that and how, you know, it's like burning a candle in your house. Like you can appreciate the smell and it just makes you feel good. And like you can love the smell, but you don't have to eat it. And that's what we're starting to realize. Like, oh my gosh, we can smell pizza or fresh baked bread or treats and just smell it and appreciate the smell. And we don't need to eat it. We don't even feel like we're trying to use willpower to not eat it. It's just like, we just don't. We don't even think, should we tonight? Maybe. No, we don't even, it doesn't even cross our minds. So I love that. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Carrie.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, that's amazing, Carrie. You're making me cry, girl. Oh, man.
That's really cool.
We've got about 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and put Glenn on the spot again if he's willing. We've got Dr. Glenn Nozick on the line, and you know, Lenny, if he's still here, we'll close this out later. But Dr. Glenn Nozick, he and his wife, Dr. Ina Nozick, have been really, really just amazing, just amazing. So Glenn, I don't know if you mind if I put you on the spot. You know, I'd be a fool not to just hear how things are going for you and your people.
Well, thanks so much, Sean. And, you know, as always, gratitude can't be big enough for what you guys have put out here. You've given, you know, as an Isagenix OG like you guys and Lenny, you know, it's like it's given us a new lease on life. It just was that magical tweak that we really needed. You know, for me, I've been, you know, on Isagenix products since 2004. Always up and down with the weight. have obviously done dozens of cleanses throughout the years, just constantly. And that's what got us excited. That's what had me sell my practice, 9 months after starting Isagenix. I was blown away. I knew what we had here. And this is just like, they talk about Isagenix 2.0. Maybe this is Isagenix 2.0. You know what I mean? This is like, our 9-day on steroids, and it's for a new world. It includes so many more people. That's what I find. I find it's just way more inviting. It's easier yet simpler. It has that elimination component, which really, as a health provider, allowing people to find out what they actually react to. That food is this biochemical relationship that we have. And you can have more control over it, and you can really tweak it and feel good. And that's just what it is. I mean, we hear it on these testimonials. When people get that light lit up inside them from having the right nutrition and having all that like junk out of their mind, out of their cells, it starts to really just show up in their lives all over the place. Again, we just got excited. We saw what was possible here. I was absolutely looking for something. Laura Hernandez on our team took the first jump, and I saw her. She jumped right before I was going to. And when I saw her results, I was like, that's it. We got to do this. And that was it. We got on board. And just like it was the very first time I did Isagenix, that's all that had to happen. I just had to do it. And it's like sharing is just obvious. That's what we do. I mean, that's what we do. We relate to other people every day. And that comes up as part of, why we're relationable, why we're relatable, why we feel good, and why people are attracted to us. People will say, and they'll give you a compliment, and we'll say, you know what? I'm with a whole group of people who are just like this. I got a whole group just like this, and you can be in that group, and in 11 days, you're going to be one of us. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It only takes 11 days, like that's it. And the truth is, you'll probably know by day 5, so that's the cool thing. So yeah, I can't say enough. Just as far as like Mimi did, sharing ongoing, Ina and I had like a lot of people had a rough 2021. She had a lymphoma diagnosis, and thank God she's doing really great. And the last checkup said, just sit tight, everything's cool. Your body's getting rid of this thing. This is awesome. So we just love going to Mexico. We love going. Thanks, guys. I feel love. And yeah, it's heavy for me, to even do that. But so we went to Cancun. It's one of our favorite places, got this beautiful spot on the beach. Just, it couldn't have been better. Weather was great. What was fun for me was, this resort, I've said it for years, their meat is off the chart, just really great. So staying on ER Shred was easy. Plus, you're being served. So it was like, bring on the salmon, bring on the steaks, bring on, it was great. They were just taking care of us like kings and queens. So it was such a joy. And unlike other times we've been there, I didn't feel that need, because it's an all-inclusive. So it's like, there's food everywhere. And it just was like, that wasn't the issue. And that whole, like, not living to eat, but eating to live has really become real for me, like that coming from the family I grew up in, that was not the case, So again, I don't want to take up any more time, but I'm pumped and excited, and love you guys. Love this group is amazing. And that's all we have to do, guys, is keep bringing people to this group. It's going to be organic. So
wow. I love that you talked about being on vacation and still being able to stick with this, because we do think that, oh, it's vacation. We kind of like throw everything out the window. But Sean and I have also noticed, like, when we've taken little trips, we're like, we don't really feel the need to like stop doing what we're doing. We still want to stay, eating healthy, making healthy choices. So I love that. Thanks for sharing that, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn. It's time for Jesse.
Oh, okay. Jesse, we're excited to hear from you now. Jesse is a nutritionist. He's an ultra marathon runner, and we just love him. He's so full of information, and so we want to turn the time over to him to explain why this is so effective in the body, kind of the science behind it. So here we go.
Hey, Crystal, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Sean. You guys are seriously just the biggest blessing in my entire life. And I know there's so many people on this call that can't thank you enough. So I'm going to speak for everybody and just say kudos to you two for going first. I know the struggle that you guys had. I've personally known you guys for almost 6 years now, working very, very closely together. We've become close friends. And from the bottom of my heart, you have reignited me. You have reignited my passion, which is helping other people just feel jacked up. And listen, here's the thing, guys. You know, as Crystal said, I've been in this jam now for literally 20 years. 20 years I have been on a mission to just be the healthiest person that I could possibly be. I grew up this little fat kid. I got made fun of my entire life. It absolutely messed with me. And one day I saw this fitness magazine and I saw that guy on that magazine and I said, yeah, you want to see what's going to happen? And that was my mission, because I just didn't want anybody to mess with me anymore. I didn't want anybody to come and do anything. Like, I just wanted them to be like, watch out, right? And that was how I started. And, you know, years went by, you know, I'd probably say 5, 6 years. And, you know, I did what everybody else does. You know, I tried to learn. I went to the gym. I tried to follow the diet. I counted my asparagus. I ate my cold fish out of a baggie, you know, my cold sweet potatoes. I tried to do all these things. And I just wanted to feel awesome. And what I didn't realize was what I know today. And the biggest aha moment for me, and Dr. Glenn touched on it a little bit, and this is what I love so much about the ER shred, and I'll explain to you here in a minute why this creates this. But if people don't have the aha moment, if you don't get slapped across the face and realize that food is the most powerful, legal drug on the face of the human planet, you will never ever create the long-lasting lifestyle change that we are seeing in the ER shred today. There's a reason that people are coming back, like Mimi and Carrie and Aubrey and Dr. Glenn and Bob Seavright and Lenny. There is a reason that people are feeling the way that they're feeling. And I remember the day that Sean called me up, and him and I have been working for 4.5 years together. And we've been trying to fix a little secret that Sean had, which was this health crisis. And he goes, Jesse, I can't do it. I can't drink the shakes. I can't do this. Am I getting too much protein? Am I doing this? And, you know, I really didn't even put it together until Sean brought it to me and said, I think I got it. Like, after we've tried so many things, it boiled down to the simplest formulation. And that, guys, is one of the most beautiful things about this too, because I'm going to tell you from, you know, a health coach perspective, nutrition perspective, I have tried for years to teach people how to understand food. You see, we live in a world today where we think that food is lining up at a Chick-fil-A for 14 hours and waiting in a drive-through, waiting for our Chick-fil-A, whatever the heck they're called. I don't even know. We think that food is going through McDonald's and getting a McRib. Right? We think that food is, you know, coming out of a bag and it goes crunch, crunch, crunch. That is chemicals, my friends, chemicals. And if you understand the human body like I do, because I've made it my passion to understand the inner workings and how everything flows, you will understand that what you have been putting in your body for years is straight poison. And that is the biggest problem that we face today, is that we don't know what's good for us. We don't know. We see this claim and it says healthy, and all of a sudden, you know, maybe I'll give you an example. It's like chia seed, and then all of a sudden we're eating chia seed, flax seed, cocoa seed, hemp hearts, and it goes on and on and on, because we think that we know, and we really don't know. And that aha moment is really the thing. And when Sean brought this to me at first, it threw me back. I got to be honest with you. And any well-trained, you know, health professional will tell you, it kind of seems a little bit loopy. It kind of seems a little bit loopy, like I'm just going to be honest with you. But when you actually break it down in the way that I'm going to share with you in literally less than a minute, you are going to understand the pure magic of this, why the body comes alive. And I didn't tell Sean no. I simply said, brother man, I love you and I trust you, and we've been through a lot together, but you got to give me one day to process this information, and let's get back to it because I want to investigate a little bit more. And I dove back into my books. I dove back into my notes. I did some research and I said, holy crap, it's not exactly what I've done in the past, but it's pretty darn close because I put myself through elimination protocols. I just didn't have the other keys in place. So what took me years and thousands of dollars of supplements and products and coaching and certifications and school and all this stuff, you guys can get in 5 to 6 to 11 days. Do you understand? What took me years and thousands of dollars, you can have right at your fingertips if you just have the courage to say, yes, I am worth it. Yes, I am worth it. With that, let me explain to you, what is the ER Shred? The ER Shred is an 11-day protocol, but it goes far beyond that. It's the most powerful empowerment movement that I have ever been fortunate enough to be a part of. The lives that are changing. It keeps me up at night hearing the stories. It's simply a protocol that teaches you the power of food. It's a protocol that removes the garbage and allows the good to come in. You see, I always preach to everybody that the human body is the most miraculous thing ever created. And the human body, when given a fighting chance, will heal itself. That healing, my friends, is self-love. It's quality food. It's gasoline. I call it rocket fuel for the cells, baby. And that's exactly what's going on. So this is just a simple thing that helps support the body, gets the body back to a healthy state so that we can then begin to better listen to our body, understand what people have been talking about this food is good and this food is not good, and it allows us to gauge the feedback that our body is giving us. If this is done right, I promise you, from 20 years of me coaching people, this will be the most empowering thing that you have ever implemented in your life. And there's a reason that health professionals are blown away. There's a reason you got Dr. Glenn screaming from the moon. There's a reason that we have holistic nurses that cannot believe this. I talk to them and they say, Jesse, it blows my mind. I say, it still blows my mind too. Because in the beginning, Sean, and we knew it was there. We knew it was there. But man, I'll tell you what it's come into today has been such a blessing of so many amazing, beautiful people. And we are actually impacting world health. We are impacting world health. And that, my friends, is not something to take for granted, okay? So here's the ER Shred. Let's break this down. It's 4 simple concepts. That's all it is. It's really, really simple. Like I already shared with you, we run around every single day and we put stuff into our bodies that we don't even know if it's good for us or not. We're putting in chips, we're putting in processed chemicals, dyes, artificial flavoring, sucralose, a set of whatever that stuff is, aspartame, all of this stuff, right? We don't even know what it is, and we're just eating. So we break this down, and the very first most important aspect of the ER Shred is the E, and that's the elimination aspect. Now, I know that sounds a little bit scary. I've done some elimination things in the past. We're not going to get into those stories because they're not good for phone calls, my friends, okay? They're not good. But if you've done something like that, you know what I'm talking about. Think about drinking some diet. If you ever had one of those tests done, no bueno, right? No bueno. So we get the elimination aspect is so that we can teach you how magnificent it feels to go to baseline. Do you understand the power of baseline? So we get the body back to baseline. We take out the soy, the gluten, the artificial flavors and dyes. We take out the sucralose. We eliminate all of that stuff from the body, and we fuel the body with this amazing, nutritious food called meat, red meat. Now, my friends, I can share with you countless studies, published peer-reviewed studies that show the benefits and the nutritious benefits of eating red meat. And red meat has been demonized for some reason, probably due to money. We won't get into that right now, but I can trace it back to money. And I can share with you how amazing meat is. And if you don't believe me, look at the testimonials. It's right there in proof. Results don't lie. So we do that because meat is not necessarily an inflammatory food. You see, our bodies are under massive chronic inflammation. You are literally at war with yourself every single day. Your body is attacking itself if you have chronic inflammation. And inflammation is tricky because it doesn't weigh anything and it's really, really sneaky. It's not like, oh, that's inflammation, right? It's not like when you cut yourself and feel that burn. No, this is a different type of inflammation. This is deep inside on a cellular level and you're getting attacked. So we take out all that bad stuff. We put in this nutritious meat, vitamins, minerals, quality proteins, healthy animal fats, what our ancestors used to eat. You see, as human beings, we have not changed. Our DNA has not changed since hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. The only thing that's changed is our access to garbage, our access to non-quality food. That's what's changed. The abundance of sugar, the abundance of flour, that's what's changed. We as human beings have not changed. So we need to get back to our roots. We need to get back to how people used to feel and how they used to do it. And that's what the elimination aspect does for us. The body's under this massive load. I know some of you have felt it. You felt that inflammation weighing on you, the bad sleep, the bad digestion. We're going to relieve that burden from the body. Boom, we wipe it out. Imagine that. Some of you know because you just shared what it does to your body. It jacks you up and we get you back to that baseline. That's the elimination aspect. This is not starvation. This is not a punishment. You are not harming yourself in any way whatsoever. In fact, you are giving yourself the best prize on the face of this planet, which is your health. Because baby, our health is our greatest wealth. And that's what this aspect does. The second aspect of this is the R, and that's the reset phase. Now, this is really, really important because as we've gone through life and just eat and drink all these calories and all this sugar and dyes and all this stuff and just don't even think about it, our bodies start to get sludged up. And I want you to think of like a well-oiled machine. Maybe it's a Ferrari, maybe it's a Lamborghini, maybe it's a big John Deere tractor on the farm, right? If you don't take care of that machine and change the oil every, 5,000 miles, 10,000 miles, whatever it may be, what eventually is going to happen? The engine's going to go boom, right? And that's what's going to happen to the human body eventually. But here's the scary part, my friends. It doesn't happen after 5,000 miles. It happens after 12, 13, 14, 15 years. Because remember what I told you, the human body is the most miraculous thing ever created. And your heart never misses a beat. Your lungs never miss a breath. And yet we just abuse and abuse and abuse and abuse. And then we start to feel it as we get older. How many of us have said, oh, in my 20s, I was fit. And all of a sudden I'm 37 and I'm 30 pounds overweight and I can't sleep and my heartburn is just going crazy and I don't know why. And we just keep going and then we pop a pill and we pop a pill. Well, that's not the answer. The answer is elimination and then reset. So the reset is we leverage intermittent fasting via a nutritional cleansing regimen. And guys, this system alone, just the R, just the reset, this system has a track record with studies that back it, where over 750 people have lost over 100 pounds of body fat. That is mind-blowing. Do you understand what it takes to lose that? That is mind-blowing. And just that regimen alone. But see, we're not just going to take the basics in the ER shred. No. We always find a way to jack it up another level. And what we've done is we've come across this amazing stuff called collagen bone broth. And bone broth, collagen bone broth, collagen is the glue that holds the body together. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. So when we reset, when we fast, why everybody else struggles, and you've heard those stories now too, this takes the edge off. Cleansing is now not something that's a punishment. It's actually something that we look forward to. And the more that we do this and honor our body, the easier and easier and easier it gets. Guys, I'm an elite athlete. My ultra marathons that I run are 80 to 100 miles long in one shot. They typically have 7,000 plus feet of elevation gain and descent. I promise you the body's amazing, and I can't wait to do one of these nutritional cleansings, because that's how awesome that you're going to feel. Why is this so beneficial? It rebalances our hormone levels. You see, we have these amazing hormone systems in our body. So we're going to start off, we're going to rebalance those hormone levels. We're going to get back control of this amazing thing called insulin, which is one of the most powerful hormones inside of the human body. And we're going to allow the body to start learning how to utilize that insulin again. We're going to get into a deep, deep state of ketosis, and we're going to start to utilize fat, because we want to be fat adapted versus carb adapted, glucose or sugar, right? We want that fat because there's so much energy in that fat. So we maximize that. Also, what happens is the harmful toxins that are inside of our body, the pesticides, the herbicides, the fungicides, those get stored inside of our fat cells. And they used to be believed by scientists that those are what's called forever toxins, because they didn't think that they could get out. No, not anymore. You see, when you switch to fat adaptation and your body starts to use that fat instead of glucose, those oils from that fat are then released into your bloodstream. And once they are there, they bind to these amazing minerals that we have with our fast, the Cleanse for Life product. And now our livers can actually do their job. Our livers can actually cleanse the toxins out of our body. And on top of all of that, if that's enough, we have this amazing thing happen called autophagy. And the simple definition of autophagy is the eating of. The healthy cells eat the bad cells. Cool? So we get on that regimen, we do that nutritional cleansing, and we have max detoxification. So remember, these are different protocols that we're blending together in one amazing, easy program that anybody can follow, whether you're old, young, athlete, non-athlete, it doesn't matter. The human body still needs the base fundamentals. And then, baby, we shred. And how do we shred? Well, we're already shredding by fueling our body with one of the most nutritious foods on the planet, red meat. Good quality, grass-fed, grass-finished, red meat. We're fueling our body with all of that. But here's the thing. We are all health professionals, the ones that are stepping up and shouting this from the rooftops. We're not just going to go put everybody at jeopardy. We're not going to put our name behind something that actually isn't going to work. And we know that if we just left it up to the meat, that wouldn't necessarily be the complete profile where we want to fuel people on a cellular level. You see, we need to fuel you at that level so you actually understand what it feels like to be full. So we've incorporated using these amazing macronutrient balanced shakes, and we've partnered with a company called Isagenix, which a lot of you have used before. And we partner with them because they're 18 years old. They have a track record. We know where stuff is coming from. We also know they're going to be here tomorrow and the next year and the next year and the next year. So we trust in that company. They put millions and millions of dollars up front to do third-party scientific testing to make sure that the products are raw and real. And these products that come in don't have heavy metals and pesticides and herbicides. Like, don't even get me started on the supplement industry and the stuff that I can share with you there. So that and that we chose to use this Cleanse for Life and the bone broth and these amazing shakes. Now, again, in typical ER shred style, we're not just going to drink a shake. No, science, again, the most beautiful thing in the world, has taught us through independent research that we can actually incubate these shakes that we have our hands on. What the heck is that, Jesse? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Incubation is the next level. So we had a doctor, Dr. Marcus Ruggiero. I always pronounce this guy's name wrong, so somebody can help me later. I apologize, Doc. I'm not a smart guy, I'm an athlete. So, you know, Dr. Marco has literally done independent testing, and I forgot how many he tested, but it was like 20 or something shakes. Guys, when we incubate these shakes, these specific shakes have enzymes in them called protease. And protease is this awesome enzyme that breaks down everything. So we want to break down all of the proteins into the most basic branch chain amino acids. Why do we do that? Because they're absorbable. How absorbable? Great question. Let me tell you. So the study has shown this. If you drink a regular shake, you have about 20% protein utilization. 20% good. That means that 80% is kind of like bad, right? Now, the shakes are great by themselves. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of science. But how can we maximize everything and get people the best? We incubate the shake and we take that protein utilization from a 20 good, 80 bad to a 90% good and only 10% bad. Do you understand that protein is the most powerful macronutrient of all three of them? You need good quality protein. It's not just about muscles, my friends. Everybody gets that mixed up. I'm talking immune health. I'm talking about longevity. I'm talking about skin, hair, nails. I'm talking about everything. The basic building blocks of the human body are branched chain amino acids. So we incubate those shakes. We combine those shakes, obviously, with the elimination, with the reset, and with the meat and the collagen bone broth. And that is the beautiful component. So those are the three biggest things of the ER shred. And then we have component number 4. And for me as a health coach, it's the most beautiful part of this entire thing, because here's what I realized. I can take all the classes I want. I can get all the certifications I want. I can put all the magic, fun little, letters at the end of my name, and I can keep going and going and going. But here's the thing. They don't mean crap. They mean crap, because if I can't help other people, if I can't help other people make the conscious decision to actually go after and follow through, it's never going to work. And our community of 20,000 strong that we have now, all of you and everybody else that's not on this call, this is the beautiful thing of the ER shred, because people would quit if they didn't have that community. People would give up on themselves if they didn't have that community. People wouldn't know where to go. You can't just go to a doctor and get a list. They give you a list. They say, okay, good luck. No, we don't do that. We give you everything you need. We give you doctors, nutritionists, holistic nurses, functional medicine practitioners, people that have done it, people that have been where you're at, moms, dads, athletes. We are all in there. And it's the most beautiful, loving, giving community that I have ever been a part of. And I've been a part of sports my entire life. And I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful thing. And it really, really puts the bow. It's Christmas time. We got to use bow, right? It puts the bow on the entire package. And this is why I'm jacked up. This is why every single one of you are jacked up. This is the reason why. So I hope that if you've done the ER shred, you do it again. I hope that you join us again January 4th. I hope that you choose the shredder lifestyle for the rest of your life. I will be here. Sean will be here. Dr. Glenn, Lenny, Bob, all of us that started this, we will be here for you, to support you, to cheer for you, to watch you drastically take back control of your health and absolutely crush it in 2021. And with that, Lenny, my man, I am passing the torch on to you. Light the Olympic flame, baby.
Oh, I think the flame is lit. Let's all breathe it in. Take a big breath with me. Just breathe in. Oh, just be so happy and grateful that you are here right now. You can feel this divine magic that's happening. I took 6 pages of notes from Katie to saying it was so easy. My cravings were like gone. Ingrid, afraid before of doing a 2-day cleanse before the shred. Now she's come alive and she loves it. She lives for it. It's like having gold in your hands, she says. And then Kevin jumps on there, 77, going on 37. And Olivia, you are so, you're beautiful, sir. You really are. You're so pure. 9 pounds, 6 inches. Mel, you are beautiful. You are so beautiful. Like, I love how I've watched your whole transformation happen right before our eyes. All of us witnessed this, right? And then Dr. Glenn, I love you, brother. I just want to say a couple of things about you while I've got you here. A new lease on life. You look amazing, sir. You're lean, you're healthy, you're glowing. I called Ina when I first did it, and I was like, you guys, you have to do this. This is so exciting. This is the Isagenix 2.0. Corporate went 2.0. They've been waiting for the field to catch up. We had to figure out 2.0. Thank you, brother Sean Escobar. But you look lean, and it's happening organic, and that's a beautiful thing. And you said the magical tweak. There's no doubt about it. So all I want to do to kind of end here about that is a couple of thoughts about my new mentor, Sean Escobar, my new mentor, man. I'm telling you, I feel so grateful in so many ways in my life to have you, brother, in my life, because I'm learning how to do network marketing for the first time. You know, I thought I knew, but I really didn't. And now I'm learning real network marketing and real life, really. It's a whole movement. I love how Jesse so beautifully, oh my God, Jesse, you are such a gift. So many things you said. You have to have the aha moment that food is the greatest drug. And you say it's an empowerment movement. It's an empowerment movement. Think about that with our community, and our results plus simplicity delivers complete control. I believe that the simplicity is inside the protocol, and the protocol is the simplicity. In the olden days, we lost control when we let people eat whatever they want. By taking control, we have made it simple. It's inside that the divine magic is unleashed, and everything that Jesse just talked about. But I just want to honor really this whole idea that you shake it and stake it until you make it. Let's get clear. Okay, we talked about this last Wednesday. You stake it and shake it until you make it. And what does make it even mean? I want to define make it for a shredder right now. I haven't approved this by Sean, but I hope I get approval. It's when you look in the mirror and you go, damn, I look good. I look sexy. That's when you make it. So you shake it and stake it till you make it. Make it equals damn. And then you're there, right? And then you get to reintroduce food. You get to do potatoes and avocado and bananas and ionic supreme and isogenesis and all our favorite things, you guys. Let's not overcomplicate this. Let's just do it. Now, my story, I did 2 shreds back to back in October. And I got to be honest with you, it's been a long time since I looked in the mirror and said, damn, I look hot. And I stopped. I didn't shred at all for November or December. So I am so in because I look amazing still. And it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle how long it's lasted me. But I'm in on January 4th. And I think we should get 1,000 shredders to go January 4th, you guys. This is our chance to really unite everyone we love, because everyone we love deserves to shred. They deserve to feel this divine magic in their life and to come alive in their mind and come alive in their heart and come alive in their soul and their spirit. And that's what this is. And I just want to honor you, Sean, for being my new mentor, brother, and really taking me under your wing and teaching me network marketing. And, you know, not to drink the Kool-Aid, man, and just to really do it the pure way and don't adulterate it and just do that. And then when people are ready, because they're going to be ready, you go, oh, by the way, there's this thing called the geometric progression of numbers, and it could change your life completely through the shred technology. You want to check it out? What? like that is how it's going to happen, right? So organic, Glenn, just like you said. Crystal, we love you. You are the first lady of Shred. You are you remind me so much of a young Kathy Coover to me. And I just love you and learning from you. Jesse, you are our ambassador. And I just want to honor Tony and Randy also always for who they are and what they are to this whole movement, because without them, that original 9-day, I mean, they're the whole glue of I mean, they honor them so much. And Dr. Glenn and Dr. Ina, having you here, it's a breath of fresh air, brother. And Bob, oh my gosh. And now, oh my gosh, there's so many people, guys, I can't even keep up because I've been talking to these leaders because I want them in the movement. I want people to get fired up again and get excited. So I keep calling other leaders. I know I should be calling and enrolling more, but I'm calling other leaders and going, you have to see what's happening. It is what we've been looking for. Sean and Crystal, they figured something out. It's so that's all I've got, brother, sisters. Let's do Shredders Unite. You know, that's what this is all about. So let's do it.
I love you, Lenny. Thank you so much. Lenny is responsible for, look, everybody's clapping for you there, Lenny. Lenny is responsible for the terminology Come Alive and Shredders Unite and Divine Magic. And he just keeps bringing more and more and more. And Lenny, I don't know what we did to deserve you. You're just pretty special to us, man. We love you guys. We're not going to have a call, unfortunately, for the next 2 weeks. So that's going to be rough, but join us. The next one will be January 6th. Jesse's looking at me like, how dare you? Jesse, you want to have a call on December 23rd? I don't know, man. But me, I have been so busy like Lenny. I have not been able to get anything done. I have no Christmas for my 4 children at this point in time. And I don't think Amazon's going to get everything here in time. So I'm going to be busy, but we will pick this back up after the first of the year. And so thank you, everybody. We love you all so much. This was so fun. I think this call is the best call we've had. Just blows my mind, you guys. Thank you so much.
Keeps getting better.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Thank you. Guys are awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Merry
Awesome
Christmas,
call.
everyone.
Awesome call.
Yeah.